Yo, how's it going, guys? Back once again in AOR now, this time in Italy, Monza, round 14. And as you can see there from the weather forecast, it's actually going to be a dry to wet race, so this should be an interesting one to watch. And as you can see there, our teammate goes past on super soft tyres, hoping to give us some slipstream on our lap. Mike goes past us. I believe he'll be pitting at some point. I think he'll be pitting now, and yeah, which is good to go really. On the soft tyres once again to maximise that tyre wear glitch, and we open DRS wide open now and just getting ready to start a lap, and coming down to the first corner now. It's chicane, breaking up the 150 meter board, going all the way down to first gear, staying in first gear, put it up to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, coming into Curvy Grande now. I'm not sure if I'm getting any slipstream off my teammate now. I don't think I am, but you'll see on this lap that I've made a few minor mistakes which did annoy me. I managed to get that chicane right, but in terms of the whole lap, it just didn't feel like I was pushing to the limit, and some corners I was just, even though it looks like I'm hitting apexes, just I didn't carry much speed. So, and there you can see as well, just touch of oversteer, which wasn't great either. I think that cost us a few turns there too. And yeah, this lap in general wasn't a great one, and as you can see there, once again we missed the apex into the entry of Ascari, and now is where we try and get the slipstream off our teammate, but I don't think we actually managed to make it work. So after this, I think I set 20.9 or 21.0, something like that, but I went for another lap, and I'll let you guys enjoy this lap because this was a good lap. Enjoy. Yeah, and as you can see there, we took provisional pole by about 1.5 tenths or so, something like that. And yeah, I think that's one of my best laps. Besides that one mistake at Lesmo 1, it was a good lap overall. And you can see there we're about 1.5 tenths faster than Ciaru, and we have Wycombs in third, which was actually surprising to see from him because he put in a really good lap. But we went out once again on the super soft tyres. This time, we were trying to give the slipstream to our teammate because he was going for a lap on his soft tyres, and yeah, we just switched roles there, and there you can see I slowed down purposely just to get close to him, and we tried to maximize it here, but I'm not even sure if it worked, so maybe I was too far away, but we did our best to try and make it work, but we didn't practice at all, so yeah, we could have done that much better. But either way, he went across the line, I think, and he got 7th place, I believe, which was not too shabby to be fair, but I think he dropped out of the top 10 eventually. I think he dropped to 12th, and yeah, there you go, he's in 12th. Us in first, Ciari second, Cupid third, Wycomb's fourth, new guy Maurizio Alonso in fifth, and we have Martin down in 8th, Limits in 9th. Wycomb's, there you go, he's like, no, and just quick banter. And yeah, that's about it. And we actually had a problem like between the qualifying and the race where we had to wait up because there was some sort of glitch and still had to leave the session, which was a real shame. Either way, now though, some of you might remember from the last highlights video, but I said I'd do a Q&A, like just answer 5 questions from each highlights. So whatever you ask in the comment section below, I'll make sure to answer it for the next video. And yeah, I'll be doing like about 5 questions per formation lap. So yeah, just ask away in the comments below, and I'll make sure to get that done. But let's start from the last ones, shall we? First question: what made you sign up for your Season 12 AOR, and what was the pathway / route to this top level of F1 games? I think I didn't hear about AOR until this summer, so I didn't. I think that's probably why I didn't race before. But once I heard about it and I saw, like how 2016 was actually going to be a good game in terms of handling as well. I thought I'd like get a wheel for the Xbox One. Got the wheel, played the F1 2016, and once I did that, I liked the handling. It was quite fun to play on a wheel, and I thought I'd just give it a go really. And yeah, I'm just glad it worked out well, because the reason I actually signed up for it was because I heard it was like the best league, and I think I heard that through Dizzy Cupid and Lucky Dog. So yeah, thanks to them, and yeah, thanks to them I'm in AOR. Second question: thoughts on Bernie getting the boot? I think it's quite refreshing, to be honest. He's done a lot for the sport, to be fair, and we gotta appreciate what he's done. But I believe it was about time he left, and these new guys like Liberty Media, I think they'll do a fantastic job. And yeah, we just gotta hope they do a fantastic job, because we want F1 how it was before. Third question: are you feeling the nerves knowing that the championship is getting closer and closer? I honestly really don't, and that's just mainly because the last 5 races have been really fun, and I'm just hoping like these next 7 races will be like equally as fun. And although I want the championship to end soon, at the same time I don't, because I just, like I said, I just want to like have the same like fun races from now on, and just looking forward to each race one by one. Fourth question: if you could win any GP in real life, which would you pick? I'd have to say, if I could, Turkey, because it's the closest to my home country, but as it's not on the calendar, I'd probably say Hungary because it's my favourite track. And last question: out of the races left, which is your strongest? I'll have to say either Singapore, Brazil, or Japan, one of the 3. But thanks for the questions, guys, and I'll hope to do this again in the future. And yeah, just send them down in the comments below, and I'll try and do this again. But let's get ready for the race. Line up on the grid now. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, fifth light, and away we go now. Get a decent start, pretty good launch. We look in the right mirror and I'll see Ciaru right there. Trying not to cut him off until we get clear. We go clear, cover the inside so no one can make a move there, and we nicely, cleanly get through there. And I believe Cupid and Ciaru got like together coming out of the second corner, and Ciaru ended up going into the gravel. But for us, this was good. This was the dream start in first place, already about a second or so gap to second place, and there you can see there 1.1 second gap, and this is exactly what I wanted to happen, and it happened nicely. We have Wycombs in third as well, and that's pretty good from him. And yeah, just good to see someone like him also like up there. You could say he's like some sort of underdog, but yeah, he has pace. It's just some races he has bad luck. So good to see him up there in third. But our aim now is just to pull away from second place, the main man, HCR Cupid. We know how quick he is. We know, like we saw in Spa as well, how quick he is, and we just knew we had to like pull away straight away, just give him no chance. And we had about 2 laps to pull away, because if he's in 1 second on lap 3, it'd get DRS and it would just get closer and closer. So yeah, coming across the line, and we still maintain that gap, 1.1 seconds, and so far all good. Just try not to make any mistakes, braking nicely into this corner, and yeah, just like I said, just like clean start and just pulling away straight away. Well, that gave us like the edge we needed, especially a track like this where slipstream is just mad, like incredibly mad. It's just not one straight, it's like 2 or 3 straights we can gain a lot. We have the main straight, we have the back straight, we also have the second DRS zone which goes up to the second sector line. But yeah, let's just watch the replay once again. And look at this. We get a decent start. Not just getting actually a bit of touch of oversteer left and right, but we just look in the right mirror now. See if we're clear to cut him off, and we do. And we brake nicely into turn one, not outbraking ourselves or anything. And yeah, just really good start really, and I'm glad to have not like got hit or anything. So yeah, all good now. Cutting on to lap 7, you can see the gap's about 2.2 seconds now. So we managed to open the gap to ATR Cupid, and that was quite surprising for me. And you also see on the position thing there where Limitless is third, so he was doing a good job as well. And I believe he was battling with Sierra and Martin as well, like in 4th, 5th and 6th. And yeah, so far so good. Tyre wear's still alright, so we don't have to pit, but Cupid's pulled into the pits now, I believe, to put on the medium tyres. And yeah, there's at some point, like, it's supposed to rain in this race. It said about plus 45 minutes it was gonna rain, so I thought that'd be like, I don't know, like towards the end, the last 5-6 laps or so. But yeah, we'll get to see later on and when the call came. But 172% now on the rear left, end of lap 8, thinking about coming into the pits, getting the medium tyres ready, and just making sure we don't speed into the pits or anything like that, because we have a cushy gap. We don't need to like rush anything, and there you go, we go in there a bit too cautious, but all good so far. We actually I think we pause here and check. Yeah, we pause here and check who's got what warnings, just to be sure. Sierra had none, Cupid had 2, so we knew he'd be on the limit in terms of warnings. If you got another one, he'd have a 3-second penalty. And yeah, and also not only that, 2.0 second pit stop, that's pretty good from our team there, and it puts us now in between 6 skills and ATR Cupid. And I think Cupid actually closed a bit on by doing that undercut. I think he closed about a second or so, because the gap was 2.2, and we'll get to see now at the end of sector 1 line what the gap was. But at this point I was like, oh man, I need to, like, if he's in DRS zone, DRS range, then I have to like pull away again. And we'll get to see now, he's within 1 second, but we're also within 1 second of the car ahead. So our aim here was just to get past 6 kills as quick as we can, and then hopefully hopefully just make sure like we pull away by the time Cupid gets past 6 kills as well. But you'll see now we open DRS. Also the weather report, Jeff doesn't say anything to us because apparently he doesn't know. And yeah, we got DRS now on 6 kills. Brake a bit early just to get a decent exit out of Ascari, but you can see already how much Cupid's closed. And this is just because I was a bit too cautious, and it came at the wrong time, I'd say. Like, the overtaking came at the wrong time, because I would have preferred to overtake him on the main straight, but once you get such an advantage there out of Ascari, you have to overtake, otherwise the car behind will overtake you. And yeah, we come across the main straight now. HCR Cupid also goes on past 6 kills with some slipstream in the DRS. Tries to get a move on us round the outside. We brake nicely at 150 meter board once again. Go over the baguette curb, or the sausage curb, whatever you want to call it. Get a reasonably good exit, and just hoping he doesn't get any slipstream off us once again. And now we come across Mike Marshmallow and Andre. So again, we see Cupid right behind us, and we just want to get past these two straight away. But you'll get to see now how we're just struggling to get past. And this is not just because like our driving or me being cautious, it's just the driver ahead, his driving stand is just not acceptable in my opinion. But you get to see why that is now, and we'll go down the inside now, get a better exit. But like I said, once someone's like too slow ahead of you, it's hard to overtake them, because the moves come at the wrong time. And now Cupid tries to go down the inside, we just back out of that, we don't want any of that. And Mike Marshmallow ends up outbraking himself, almost punting Andre into turn 1, and Cupid's still side by side with us. We leave him in our space, all good so far. He gets slipstream on us, and I think he'll be looking for a move down the inside now. We stay on the outside, brake a bit later than I usually do, and managed to cover him off. And that's probably the latest I've ever broke in a league, like in an AOR league race so far. Don't think I've ever broke that far late. And yeah, just yeah, after I did that, I was hoping I made the corner, and yeah, we did nicely. Well, just about missed the apex, but it was enough to stay ahead and get Slipstream now. Mike Marshmallow go around the outside, trying to go around the outside. He's lagging back and forth, put back and forward, and we just yeah, and just I don't know, and just look at this. I honestly didn't get this, to be honest. Like I know like people are like um they should be racing hard and fair and that, but like I just don't get why he's doing all this. He's costing himself time as well. Like he's not on the same strategy or anything. I just don't get why I'd be doing stuff like this. And once again now you'll see we'll get a decent like run on him, open the DRS, and he also has DRS as well, and we look to pull it onto the inside now, and look, he's just coming across. Like I don't get just why would he want to do that? Like in my opinion, it's just unnecessary aggressive driving. It's not like it's the last lap of the race, or it's not like one of the same strategy battling for the win or anything. It's just stupid in my opinion, and risking his own race at the same time risking other like 3-4 drivers around him as well. And you'll get to see now, once he just tries to outbrake Cupid on worn tyres, punts Andre and spins off, and that's what you get really for driving like an idiot. That's exactly what you get. And yeah, I didn't feel bad at all. That's just karma. And it's not only like moments like that he did the race, he actually caused 3 people to like retire, and driving like that is just not acceptable. But that's just up to him. As long as he doesn't ruin my race, I don't really care. But just glad to have got past him without any damage and just carry on with our race from now on. And yeah, still behind Cupid now actually, and cutting on to lap 13. We get the RS and Slipstream off him and go down the inside, no dramas, overtake him. And yeah, from now on, just trying to catch up the cars ahead and trying to keep the gap between, like, because I think Sierra and Martin were like 3-4 seconds behind us, so we tried to keep that gap as well. So us two, like me and Cupid, weren't trying to battle too hard, and whenever we overtook, just on the main straight, like this or here. And yeah, you'll see on the minimap now, and Sierra and that not too far behind. And yeah, Cupid actually lags it back there, so we just back off, keep in lean, and hope it doesn't lag back again. So we just stay as far as possible, like behind him as we can. Put him rich on the straight, and just make sure we have DRS at least, so he doesn't pull away or something. And he didn't lag again from there on, so I was just happy like that was a one-off and no dramas really. Just glad to have not got any damage from it at all. And we know from this game, as soon as you get like a bit of damage, bit of end plate damage, it's just that's your race over. So all good from now on lap 15. Get the RS and Slipstream on Cupid and sticking lean, just saving tyres coming out the chicane. And you can see Lucky Dog there ahead in second. He's still on the mediums, I believe, or softs, I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's doing a good job ahead there. And ahead of him is Reversal in first once again. And just trying to like work out what was going on. I thought in my head, because it said it was going to be like 10 minutes of rain in like, I think it was lap 10 or 11 when he said it, when Jeff said it. So I thought it'd be raining like on lap 19 or 20ish. So yeah, trying to like manage the tyres up until then. And you can see Cube pushes a bit too much, I think, though. It just gets a bit of oversteer and he goes off the track. Our tyre wear is alright-ish. We're saving tyres in the second sector, saving tyres through here as well. You get to see like Win Lee now, and you'll know that in Ascari there's a lot of like oversteer. So we're just keeping lean, not trying to like lit the right like rear tyres up, just saving the tyres really, and only using like standard or rich on the straights. But yeah, I don't know, like just in my head I was like thinking the rain's gonna come a bit too late, so like I'd be like on the limit with tyre wear. And we go past Cupid once again in first place now, and I think Reversal and Lucky Dog pit for set of super softs or softs, not too sure. I think they were just they were probably thinking the same as me, just thinking like the rain wouldn't come in time, so they eventually had to pit. And on to lap 21 now, ahead of Cupid still. And the gap, you can see Sierra and Martin there in the minimap, third and fourth. And our tyre was on like 61ish, something like that. Cupid pulls into the pits, and I believe he went on super soft tyres, so he was gambling to go to the end. And there you go, you would have seen the flash there. that's the flash of light rain finally arriving. And I think I don't know what Cupid was thinking when once he pit and the flash came up and light rain died, but I was actually like relieved because when I saw my tyre at 61, I knew it was only about 2 or 3 more laps I could go, and this is actually like, yeah, there you go, 168%, and I'm thinking, oh my god, like I need to like pit soon because we know what happens on 75% of me. We always get punctures, so just didn't want to go up until 75 again, and coming across the line is just painful. 69% we're on, and I'm thinking, am I gonna hit 75 by the end of this lap? And we're just saving like tires wherever we can. I think I was using lean through like a Ascari all the time in the second stint, and here I put the brake bias forward to 62%, saving the fronts in sector 1 and 2, and just saving the rears at like through Ascari or through Lesmo 1 and 2. But yeah, this one lap 24 now. White comes in second, and this was tough for me to think at the time because I know like the track was getting wetter and wetter, but like keeping on super softs, and I knew Wycombs could go to the end, so I'm thinking like if I pit for Inters and Wycombe stays out, he might win. At the same time, if I pit and Wycombs pits, Cupid might win because he's on the super softs, and Sierra and Martin had pit like this one lap before me on lap 24 or lap 23, so they won Inters, and it's just mixed up strategies really. And yeah, coming out the pits down, there you go, you'll see Cupid going past us now, and I'm thinking, oh my god, like that gap's massive, like 5 seconds or something like that it was. And yeah, it's just mixed feelings at the time, and Lucky Dog in third on soft tyres, and I believe it was Sierra and Martin behind him. So in my head, it's just I didn't know what to think at the time. I was just trying to make sure and hoping really that the track was getting wetter and wetter. And we'll see now. We go across the sector 1 line, and what's the gap? 5.4. So yeah, the gap's 5.4. We go wide there, but I'm thinking like I need to at least close a bit of that gap through like sector 2, just to like get it in my head that the track is actually gonna get wetter, because the light rain doesn't look too severe. It never does, but like in your mind you just feel like you think the worst, like you just think it's not gonna be wet. And coming across sector 2 line, we see the DRS being disabled, and the gap actually drops to 5.2 seconds, so we only closed 2 seconds that sector. And I'm like, okay, this is maybe the crossover, but it's nearly 2 laps to go, and only closing 2/10 per sector, it's just not enough. And coming to Parabolica, we don't feel like it's winters yet. Because look at this, just look at the oversteer. We're pushing to the limit, but we're coming across the line now, and we close 1 second or 9/10. So gap dropped like a second in 1 sector. So that's when it like confirmed in my head. Okay, now I think it's actually Inter's time. This is when I'm gonna start to close a lot. And I think that's Giovinazzi there, trying to unlap himself, and he was on the Inters. So yeah, that was another thing confirming to me that was like it was Inter's time. Just him catching up, a back marker catching up and overtaking the leader who's on slick tyres still. And yeah, he couldn't manage to get past there, but thankfully he gets out of our way there, kindly obeying the blue flags, and yeah, really thankful for that. And yeah, now we've got close to Cupid. Look at this, the gap's dropped massively in the last sector, and this sector as well closing a lot, and he's slipping and sliding everywhere. And yeah, this was really good in my head, like it was amazing. And it's not even the last lap yet, so we had lots of time to think about the move and where we could overtake as safe as possible. And yeah, you can just see how much more grip we have compared to him. We'll pull to the left hand side on this straight, and just hoping to brake later than him, but somehow we brake reasonably at the same point. But with the extra grip we have, we just stick it around the outside and stay there. And just look how much we've already pulled out to him, and that just shows how much the track got wetter in that last lap alone. And yeah, the gap already like 1 second, and yeah, this felt great. Like to pull out a good strategy, especially what happened after, like what happened in Germany. Like yeah, just it was good to manage, like finally actually get a strategy good on point. Because in Germany we had like that thing where we just pit for wets, knowing like it's gonna be full wets, and it never became full wets. And then in Spa we actually stayed out way too long to pit for a new set of inters. So after 2 races like that, and having pretty much the same conditions once again, and managing to pull out the correct strategy, it's great. And looking at the like future races now, where it can be rain mixed once again, we could use this experience we've had in this race and just a bit of confidence because we managed to pull out the good strategy, and them two together combined, we could hopefully make the right strategy call once again. And yeah, and after not being able to challenge for the win in the last couple races or so, it feels good to be in first place once again. And it's just been like another race where I've enjoyed racing, and yeah, I'm just hoping all these like remaining races are just like this. And yeah, and we have Sierra in second, Martin in third. Good drive from them two because they went like 7th or 8th at one point. And yeah, this just shows how competitive this grid is, and you can never be off your game. One mistake we could have made, we would have not won. So yeah, and looking at the results now, we have us in first, Sierra second, Martin third, Wycons were brilliant fourth, Cupid fifth, Reversal sixth, Jason seventh, Andre eighth, Franglish 9th, Lucky Dog 10th, and we have Limits in 11th, which I'm sure he's not happy about because he actually sped into the pits on his first pit stop, and when he was running in 3rd, I think he was running, and be all the way down in 11th, just real shame for him. Hope to have some sort of battles with him in the future. And like I said, really, this race was really fun, just mainly because I was on my toes like the whole race, and any sort of mistakes or any penalties I would have got, time penalties or whatever, would have meant us not winning. And I love having races like that, and hopefully we can have more of them. And I'll just leave it there. Thanks for the support once again, and I'll catch you guys next time out in Singapore. Peace!